Welcome to Central News for Wednesday 15th of February. I'm Kasia Gillings. In today's news, Hospice of Waikato is disappointed a lack of sales forced them to cancel their Polo in the Park fundraiser this month, one of the two signature events they rely on for funding to run the organisation. CEO Elizabeth Bang says they need to raise $1.9 million a year to run Hospice Waikato and will now have to organise another fundraiser.
We've had to cancel our Polo in the Park, which was to be at Kihikihi, but we're going to work with them and spend more time and do it again next year, offer it again. I think people's discretionary dollar is harder to get at the moment. We're finding that in all walks. But we are having a tennis tournament where we have 10 to 12 to 16 courts with people coming, and we do that on alternate years. And every year we've managed to get our courts. This year we're having a bit of trouble there too, so come on you court owners, let us know.
To donate or support Hospice Waikato, head to hospicewaikato.org.nz. Updated New Zealand Transport Agency restricted licence recommendations will be enforced later this month in a desperate bid to lower the number of youth involved in serious crashes. New Zealand Transport Agency Regional Access and Use Manager David Perk says they will be strongly recommending drivers have 120 hours behind the wheel before sitting their restricted licence test.
Yeah, we're recommending that you should spend about 120 hours under supervised training rather than just taking it as it is. So what we're saying is it's not a requirement, but it's a suggestion, and the test is actually based on the assumption that you've got about 120 hours experience.
The 120 hours experience is a recommendation, not a requirement, for the test. However, New Zealand Transport Agency says drivers without the suggested experience may struggle to pass. A local primary school principal believes police anti-bullying program Kia Kaha prepares pupils to deal with bullying for the rest of their lives. Te Awamutu Primary School Principal Gareth Duncan says the children carry the messages learnt through the program into intermediate and high school.
Yeah, I think that I have to say it's positive. I'd have to say if we've achieved all that I've said that we've done, then the transition to intermediate or to college, that my view is that we shape students' minds, and that we share those thoughts or strategies that any student can use here at primary school to take into their later lives. That conversation or building positive relationships is critical, and so every conversation we have with any person, whether it be good or bad, is forming a sense of a relationship.
And it certainly helps that the Waikato Rugby Chiefs team support the programs and often visit the schools, says Chiefs Professional Development Manager Judy Clement.
Well, Kasia, it's our second year in being involved with Kia Kaha, and the Chiefs are quite passionate about getting involved. They realise through television and other media that there's an issue out there in the community. A lot of those guys are bullied themselves, even as rugby players, so they felt that there was a need to perhaps get involved and give back to the community.
Time to check out our region's weather. The rain seems to be clearing, with Tauranga heading for a high of 23 and low of 16 tomorrow. There will be a few clearing showers and light winds, but for the most part, Tauranga is back on track for a warm end to the week. Hamilton, you are heading for a high of 23 and low of 14, with fine weather by the odd shower and light winds. Coming up after the break, Katrina finds out about the latest fitness craze, CrossFit. Kent Curry talks rugby, and we hear from a sink or swim group of local swimmers desperately trying to save the Hamilton municipal pools. Join me after the break.